Believe me, they are doing a scene.
First of all, huge thanks and congrats for your intense character work during all these years. We've been really doubting about hating you or loving you. So, well, now that it's the end of your journey, have you keep playing with those gray areas of your character, or have you just finally let yourself go into their evilness or their goodness?
Full-blown evil. No, it's still, for me, a bit of both, but actually, the challenge was she's become sort of more, her intentions are more good this season, which is actually less fun to play. I realized as an actor. So I was like, oh, we need to get her nasty or bad again. So you see her doing her usual manipulation and all sorts and having fun doing that, but it is for a better reason this time round. So Mrs. Coulter, it's still shades of darkness within that, and you're not sure quite what she's really doing sometimes, but essentially she's understood the power or value of who her daughter is, and that's really what she needs to do, is get out of her way and support her becoming the person she can be. So she's certainly slightly better this season as a person.
I think Asriel is he's never been a baddie. I've never played him as a baddie, but he is somebody who's so convinced in the importance of achieving his goal, and it's a good goal, it is a good thing that he's willing to do anything to get there, and he's slightly lost touch with his humanity as a result. So he's not necessarily a baddie. I don't think he's a bad guy trying to do a good thing. I don't even know if that's right.
He's like it's like the same with Mrs. Coulter in a way. It's like he's aiming to change the world. He's got great ideas and great ideologies, and the ideal is the same way Christianity, the ideal is great, but actually it's if the method you're using to implement it or what you're doing to the people around you is horrific, then maybe you're sort of slightly contradictory. There's hypocrisy at the heart of that. It's human nature. So even the greater intention is good, the sort of way you're attempting to do it is perhaps not. And with Mrs. Coulter, I thought, actually, was she always, in the first season, the question was like, why does she kill kids? What is it about her? What is that about? And actually, always for me, it was about the heart of what she believed dust was an original sin, and what those kids, what she felt she was doing as a grander good, which was separating them from their demon and separating them at a time when they would commit that sin, So in her way, for her, that was a good thing to do for those children. So it's how screwed up your ideals can become. And that's what humans do. They sort of, it happens time and time again.
Yeah, and besides the plot, well, both of you also knew before what it's like compromising for years to a huge shooting with so many fans and ending a big franchise, like, for example, in The Affair or in X-Men. So how did you manage all that pressure? And are you tired of these projects, or would you like to get another big chance like this one?
There's no pressure. I never feel pressure like that. I feel like the only reason there might be a perception of pressure is because the material is loved. And the reason it's loved is because it's wildly good. And that takes away the pressure, because you're working on something that's excellent, that is written well, and there's so much fuel for you to do your job. I never feel the pressure that way. I definitely do big old fantastical things that take years to shoot again, totally, if they're as good as this, because they're not all as good as this, and this has been a privilege.
Yeah, same answer.